Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. The Wealthy Mindset is yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. So I'm getting there, I'm getting a little better, but I'm still under the weather. However, there's a lot of information coming out that you guys need to know about. Let's start with this. BYD, major dealer network, collapses in eastern China, with workers not being paid for up to 6 months. Recently, they were just prosecuted in Brazil for slavery-like conditions. I'm not surprised of all of this. BYD has a failed business model. The only genius thing BYD did was make their own batteries. Nio tried to make their own batteries early on, but due to the illegal shorting in the American stock market, it prevented them from generating, selling shares at a very high price in order to continue to grow the company. And I've spoken about this before, this is the main reason why companies come in the stock market in the first place, to generate revenue, to grow the company, hire workers. Sadly, the American stock market is not a tool like that anymore. And I said it and I'll say it again, you're going to see a lot of companies listen to Hong Kong Stock Exchange like CATL just did. But anyway, so as BYD collapses, and like I said, the only genius thing BYD did was to make their own batteries. We see Zeeker doing the same thing. In fact, Zeeker just had a test where they had a tank rolled over. Yes, a tank you use in war, roll over a battery that they just came up with, excuse me guys, to show how strong the battery is. In case of impact, there'll be no fire. They call it the gold battery or something like that. Well, Nio has jumped back in now with the help of CATL. And like I've said before, the Chinese government always ensure that their most innovative companies move forward by helping them with funding and also by encouraging them to collaborate. And that's what we see with the CATL Nio deal going on. So this is of huge importance, because the only thing that's keeping BYD afloat is their battery moat. They make their own batteries, and that way they can slash prices on their vehicles to such a huge extent, because the battery costs about 40% of the EV. That's incredible. So with Nio being part of that mining company now and getting help from CATL to help them make batteries, CATL will not have that moat anymore. Also, I've always spoken about infrastructure. And we see Nio having the most charging stations than any other EV company in the world. We have more battery swap stations than any other company in the world. And it is proven to be the only way forward. That's why CATL has joined us and going to help us build battery swap stations globally. So we're going to win when it comes to infrastructure with electric charging stations, with our battery swapping stations, owning the mining company, and making our own batteries, making our own in-house chips, which we're doing, making our own phones, etc., etc. The perfect ecosystem. This is why Nio has the only winning business model of any EV company. Well, here's what just happened. Nio and Ziker reached deal to share charging facilities. Yes, Nio and Ziker has reached an agreement to share, and the same Zeeker that has teamed up with us to start releasing battery swap enabled models this year using our battery swap stations. It says Nio and Ziker have reached an agreement to share charging facilities, marking a rare collaboration between two direct competitors. On May 29, Nio's energy unit, Nio Power, and Zeeker Energy Division, Zeeker Power, officially reached a cooperation agreement on charging facility interconnection, Nio announced today. Nio will collaborate with Zeeker to provide users with a wide-ranging, efficient, and convenient charging service, according to the announcement. Users of Nio's three brands, Nio, Onvo, and Firefly, can locate and use Zeeker's power charging stations via their app's in-car charging maps and Nio's Jiadan app, enjoying a more convenient charging experience, the company said on Weibo. Zeeker also shared the partnership on its official Weibo account, marking the 18th partner to join Nio charging network, the 18th to join Nio's charging network. So this is why, guys, when people say, oh, show me the deliveries, they think we're just like any other EV company that just depend on deliveries. But fortunately, we don't just have to depend on deliveries. They have to come and power up at our stations. And also, they're going to be using our battery swapping stations. Soon, they're going to be buying our chips. It's getting very interesting. The business model is coming together. And like I said, it takes time because it's not like Xpeng and the rest are just pumping out EVs and say, see you later. We are creating an ecosystem like Apple where you stay within it. When you experience the superior customer service, that customer experience that you get with Nio will cause you to never have to leave, will cause you to never want to leave, and you stay within that ecosystem. It says previously 17 brands including Xiaomi, EV Cherry, Dongfeng M Hero, Huawei Hema, FAW, Hongqi, and GAC Energy had already announced their integration into Nio charging network. And I saw something on X. It was shared by, let's see if I can find it here for you guys, by our very own Nio San Francisco. He sent it to me on WhatsApp. He's the one who shared it. Oh, I found it. Here it is. There's a reason why the Firefly is ramping up so quickly. And William Lee spoke about it. It's a design that the Europeans love. It says, Pininfarina is proud to collaborate with Nio, one of the most dynamic players in the world of electric mobility. The partnership between Pininfarina and Nio has recently contributed to the extraordinary result of the beautiful, youthful, energetic Firefly hatchback amongst the main attractions at the recent Shanghai Auto Show. With its long-standing surface modeling experience, Pininfarina has played a pivotal role to the digital development of Firefly on both exterior and interior surfacing, achieving innovative and cutting-edge solutions through an accurate collaborative work between Pininfarina and Nio's design teams. This collaboration reflects the global reach of Pininfarina from its design studios in Italy, Shanghai, Miami, and it's a demonstration of Pininfarina's contribution to long-term partnerships with leading clients in the industry. So Nio is always doing partnerships and collaboration with the best because we are the leading premium brand now in the world. And I see the rhetoric is starting to change in Wall Street, and I think that will continue to happen this year when they see that they cannot hold us down anymore, and our earnings reports going from the second quarter forward, not the first quarter, starts reflecting that, especially in the third quarter will be a big surprise for many. And of course, in the fourth quarter, we expect profitability. So I hope you guys yet again found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up right there. It takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so. Because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the game is played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.